Hello, I am Bethany Warnches, real estate agent with Edison Jones, and you are watching Tuesday Talks with Bethany, where I answer real estate FAQs. Today, this episode is going to be focused on buyers, and specifically first-time home buyers or buyers who maybe haven't bought in a long time and need a brush up on how the process works. So what I'm going to talk about today is my process for first-time home buyers or someone who hasn't bought in a while, and talk about my freebie that I like to go through with you for first-time home buyers or buyers who haven't bought in a while. So first of all, whether you are pre-approved or not, you can come to me and we can get a meeting set up. I have a little bit different of a method whether you are pre-approved or not pre-approved, but either way, it doesn't matter. You can come to me and we can get an appointment set up. Now, I like to not really call this an appointment. It's more of a casual get-together where I'm here to educate you. So I like to do this in a casual environment. So the office is always an option, yes, but I am a fan of going to Stone Oak Coffee House and grabbing a cup of coffee and sitting down and chatting, or we could do something like go to Ziegler Winery and have a glass of wine, or go to Fresh Fit Cafe and grab a smoothie. So this really is your opportunity to get to know me and for me to get to know you, as well as to go over this first-time homebuyer guide and for me to educate you about the home buying process so you understand it. This is in no way, no obligation to you, and that's again why I like to do this, because it gives you the opportunity to get to know me a little bit as well and decide, am I the agent for you or not? And if not, that's okay. You can move on. But most of the time, my buyers find that this was very helpful to them and they learned something from it, and we continue to move forward together. So again, you can reach out to me whether you are pre-approved or not. Since we're here on social media on Instagram, you can just message me on Instagram. That's fine. And we can set up a time to get together, and just let me know if you are already pre-approved or not pre-approved, because like I said, I approach it a little bit differently there. And then we'll pick our spot. We'll get our beverage and we'll get to know each other a little bit, and we'll go through this. So when we go through this first-time homebuyer guide, it is a freebie that you will get to take with you. And so the first thing I'm going to talk about with you, if you are not pre-approved, is talk about getting pre-approved and what questions you should be asking a lender when you are choosing a lender and lender shopping. And then if you have no idea where to start or who to talk to, I have a list of local recommended lenders that I can pass off to you, and you can feel free to use any of those on the list. So if you already are pre-approved, we'll get right into it. But even if you're not pre-approved, we will also talk about your search criteria. So what are you looking for in a home? Now, if you're pre-approved, we'll go ahead and get that search set up right away. If you're not pre-approved, we'll wait till we know what your budget's going to be, and then we can get that search set up for you. I will also talk about the advantage to having an agent help you with a search and have a search for you instead of you just looking on your own on the internet. So talk about those advantages, and then I'll talk about showings. So how do showings work? What houses can I get you into? How do we set up appointments? All those type of things. Then I will cover commission. And buyers, this is something that is important for you to know. A lot of the time, as a buyer, you can buy a home and not have to pay a commission at all, and the seller will cover the commission. And that's probably a common misconception out there, that if you use a real estate agent, you always have to pay a commission. So I will help you understand when, as a buyer, you have to pay a commission and when you do not have to pay a commission as a buyer. And then I will also cover for sale by owners. So if you come across a for sale by owner, how does that work? And once I go through that, I am going to take you through what goes on in an offer and in a transaction. And I like to cover these items because I'd rather you be an educated buyer up front and have an understanding of the process than we sit down to write the offer and you've never heard of half of these things before and you don't know what they are. So it gives you more of a heads up and helps you understand the home buying process better from the get-go. And maybe you're thinking about these things prior versus all of a sudden you sit down to write an offer and you have to make a quick decision on something. You have no idea what it is. So that's why I really like to do these, because the process will go a lot smoother if you are more educated about it. And then last of all, I will talk about your timeline with you. So how long does it take to close a deal normally, as well as what is your timeline? When do you want to be moving? So covering those things. And then you will get to take this guy home with you. And you can always feel free to reach back out to me and ask me more questions. But again, this is just a really great process for you to have a free opportunity to come in and learn more about the home buying process and what it all entails, as well as take the opportunity to kind of almost, it's more of an interview for me where you can decide, do I like her? Do we jive well together? Or do I not really like her? I don't think she's going to be my type of person. So it's just that good opportunity for you to learn and to decide, do I want to use her and keep moving forward, or do I not? And either way, you still know more about the home buying process at the end of the day. So I hope this was helpful to you. And if you are looking to buy in the next year or so and you would like to set up a casual meeting with me, feel free to do that. Like I said, I'm on Instagram here, so you can just reach out and DM me and we can go from there. My connection is dying here right at the end. But just reach out and we can get an appointment set up. Thanks for watching my Tuesday Talk with Bethany. And next week I am going to be covering what's going on in the market and give a market update.